Hello guys, Catherine here. Today I want to make a different video from what you are used to see here. I usually tell you about the properties of this or that supplement, and I tell you that maybe you should get informed about it because it may help. Because there is literature supporting it. But you know, many nephrologists are against people taking too many supplements. They may tell you that supplements may increase the risk for interactions, and that's never a good thing. Or that supplement may change your levels for maybe pressure or sugar levels and so on. And while I consider that something we want, it's clear some nephrologists are not on the same page. So many of you are asking me, can you make this easier for us? Are there things we 100% need? Yeah, this is why I'm here today. Today, I want to only focus on those supplements and vitamins that are a must. There are just 3 things, in my opinion, clearly, that you can't avoid taking. These are the essentials, the bare minimum for anyone who cares about their kidneys and doesn't want to end up needing RRT. So, let's see now what are the only 3 things everyone with kidney issues in any stage actually needs. First, a good detoxifier. Okay, the very first thing I want to focus on is a way to protect the precious filters of the body, the kidneys, from unwanted toxins. Detoxifiers are more used in the advanced stages because they can delay RRT, but they are useful for anyone in any stage actually. When I talk about detoxifiers, I'm referring to supplements such as activated charcoal, AST 120, acacia fiber, lactulose, even psyllium husk may be used. What these do is trapping and removing toxins from the body so waste products are not reabsorbed from the colon into the bloodstream. When I say toxins, I'm referring to creatinine, urea, ammonia, uric acid, and so on. Removing this from your body is the job the filtering organs do. You can protect them by helping reducing the number of these that get into your arteries. And the reason why I believe taking one of these is essential is the huge amount of literature supporting their use in all the stages. Fact. In many Asian countries, AST 120, a pharmaceutical-grade detoxifier, is routinely given to people in stage 3 to 5 of CRF. If you live in Japan, for example, your nephrologist will have given AST 120 to you already. This is because it has been proven that giving AST 120 to those in stage 3 to 5 will reduce the number of people ending up needing RRT. It saves a lot of money to the government since they are paying for RRT. Now, since we can't get AST 120 in Europe or in the US, there are various alternatives we can consider. But as I was saying, you only need one way to get rid of this scores and protect your precious filters. And if I had to choose one, I would recommend acacia fiber. Acacia fiber, AF in short, has so many benefits. I personally take it every day. It's a powerful help for the gut flora, the beneficial microorganisms that live in your intestine and help you process nutrients and more. It helps with inflammation, it solves many digestive issues, and most important, it is so powerful when it comes to removing uremic toxins that it was given to people in stage 5 who wanted to avoid the big D machine. Those people were able to enjoy up to 8 years of freedom from the big D machine despite being in stage 5. Another reason why I like acacia fiber is its taste. It tastes like nothing, really, and it can be used to make smoothies thicker while providing this huge list of benefits. And if you want to try my last smoothie, link it's up here and also down in description. Okay, And that was our first entry. As I was saying, using a detoxifier is so helpful, it may be considered a must. Two more very needed things to see. Before that, let's see some tips that can help everyone in every single stage of CRF. Drink at least 8 cups of water. Unless you have a fluid restriction, drink at least 8 cups of water during the day. Drinking enough water protects the precious filters of the body in several ways. It helps them flushing out excess sodium and toxins, it helps keeping your pressure under control, and it even lowers your sugar levels. Yes, many people don't know this, but enough water intake is needed to control sugar levels. And also, sleep at least 6 hours per day. More is better. Sleeping less than 6 hours per day is proven to have profound consequences on the human body. And research links too little sleep to a faster decline in GFR. And also, make exercising regularly your priority. Regular physical activity is one of the best things in the world you can do for your well-being. Fact. Exercise is proven to decrease hypertension even in those that are resistant to most common pressure-lowering medicines. And it will make you lose weight, especially visceral fat, the most dangerous type of fat, faster than anything else in the world. Next tip, lose weight if you need to. Being overweight is listed on literature as one of the causes of CRF. Extra weight forces the precious filters of the body to work harder, making GFR decline faster. Science says that it can also cause inflammation, high cholesterol, heart disease, and diabetes. Do all you can to avoid this. Time now to see the second supplement that everyone needs. Number 2, a good multivitamin, especially vitamin D. Having low levels of any vitamin at all is very dangerous. It may lead to a faster decline in GFR, it may cause anemia, it increases the chances of hospitalization, and more. Any good nephrologist will tell you that you need to get checked for vitamin levels and that you should supplement at least 3 vitamins, at least. But they often forget about that until it is too late and your levels are so low you need medicines instead of vitamins. And that's bad. Fact. 8 out of 10 CRF sufferers have 1 or more nutrient deficiencies. To avoid that, the first step will be taking a good renal multivitamin. These are specifically made for people with CRF and are safe in any stage. Now, if you are in a rush, you can find some of the most known brands on Amazon and also down in the description. But I usually recommend getting informed a bit more about vitamins since they are really crucial for you. Now, when it comes to essential nutrients, vitamin D deserves more attention. This is what most people with CRF are usually deficient in. A low level of this nutrient has been linked to proteinuria. Having proteinuria means that your GFR is going to decline faster, and we absolutely want to avoid that. Okay, now you may ask, there are thousands of brands selling vitamins. Which would you recommend? As I was saying, there are brands that sell vitamins specifically made for those with CRF. That will be a good starting point if you are in a hurry. But my advice would be to actually make your own custom-made multivitamin. You see, there is not really one size fits all when it comes to vitamin for CRF. There are so many people suffering from vitamin deficiencies, most without even knowing it, that I would recommend getting tested regularly and supplementing accordingly. In short, make sure that your vitamin levels, especially vitamin D, are in the right range. Taking a multivitamin specifically made for those with CRF may help, but in some cases it's not enough. Now guys, if you want to learn more about the correct way of supplementing the most important nutrients and vitamin with CRF, my video up here is for you. Now I'll show you the last piece of the puzzle in a moment. This one is especially helpful for people in stage 4 who want to delay RRT as long as possible. Before that, I want to answer a question that some of you guys asked me in comment section. Catherine, my nephrologist told me to avoid taking any supplement at all. Why do you always recommend taking supplements? Well, the reason is simple, because that's what nephrologists do here in Italy and in Europe in general. Look, supplements are cheaper than medicines and are easier to come by. And in many cases, they do reduce the need for medicines, which also means you will have less unwanted effects. Plus, even more important, certain supplements have shown to be able to delay the need for RRT in those in stage 4 and 5. Obviously, supplements and medicines are used together in most of the cases. But in Europe, you are far more likely to be given a supplement by your clinician than to be told to stop taking one. Like I see happening to some of you guys following me from the US. Now here's the thing. If you live in a country with government-operated healthcare, like in most European countries, you are far more likely to be prescribed supplements. And there's a simple reason for that. Here, the government pays for your healthcare. They really don't want you to end up needing RRT because that's expensive. That's why European and Asian governments finance most of the research focused on preventing people from reaching RRT. This also means that most nephrologists here are trained to try everything before telling you. Now the thing is, an American will be shocked to go see a clinician here in Italy. I mean, seriously, they give you a lot of supplements here. So imagine going to the pharmacy with a written note from your nephrologist and being given an omega-3 supplement. This happens here every day. This is what an article on the New York Times wrote about that. Everyone going home from the San Filippo Neri Hospital after a heart attack receives a prescription from omega-3s. Those in the US with the same problem, on the other hand, are routinely offered more expensive and invasive treatments like pills to lower cholesterol or implantable defibrillators. And obviously, when it comes to pain relievers, the issue is even more serious. But that isn't the point of today's video. I just want to make sure that you guys understand that what I talk about here is not alternative or complementary medicine. What I show you here is what mainstream medicine looks like when the main goal is not to make you pay the highest bill possible. Okay, one more thing to see. This is a supplement you 100% need when you are following a way of eating to slow down the decline of GFR. I'm talking about number 3, keto analogs for your VLPD. So what are keto analogs and why are they essential? Modern guideline for people with CRF states that a way of eating which is very low on protein is required for people with CRF stage 3 to 5. These also include those with diabetes, even if they will need a bit more protein. This is where the last entry of today's video comes into play. Keto analogs are something people following a very low protein diet, or VLPD in short, will need in order to avoid malnutrition. But why would you want to limit protein intake if that may cause malnutrition? You see, modern science univocally identified the #1 cause of damage to the glomeruli, the main cause of GFR decline, which is protein metabolism. Every time you eat protein, the body needs to break down protein molecules into amino acids to be able to use them. This process creates a score called nitrogen. The kidneys are supposed to get rid of all this nitrogen, and it's the most strenuous job they have. Researchers found out that the less nitrogen your metabolism produces, the longer your precious filters are going to last. It's that simple. This is why modern guideline considers the LPD the cornerstone of the treatment for CRF. Limiting protein really works. But it comes with its own set of risks. This is where this supplement comes into play. This is a special type of amino acids called keto analogs that should always be coupled with a VLPD. The reason is malnutrition. Because while the precious filters of the body really suffer from breaking down protein into amino acids, your body really needs amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks of all the tissue inside your body. Because it's not protein itself that damages the glomeruli, nor its amino acids. It's a molecule that's called nitrogen, and that's produced in the metabolism of protein. So, nitrogen damages the kidneys and it comes from protein. On the other hand, you need protein, or better, amino acids to live. This is why you need keto analogs. Keto analogs of amino acids are nitrogen-free analogs of essential amino acids. So you wouldn't risk malnutrition anymore while following the diet that current guidelines for CRF recommend. Yep, your nephrologist will start telling you to take this at some point. And there are just 3 brands that sell you keto analogs. Ketosteril, a calcium-based keto analog, it was created from Fresenius, a well-known company in the world of CRF. This one and requires a prescription to be sold. Then there is Albutrix, a magnesium-based keto analog product that comes in tablet form. Kedorana, a calcium-based keto analog sold in both powder and tablet form. Now, finding the right one of these for you requires a consultation with your nephrologist. Your calcium levels must be taken into account to make the right choice. However, Kedorana may be a good start because it's made in the US and doesn't require a prescription to be sold. Now guys, as you have seen, the very low protein treatment is a very big topic, and since this way of eating is 100% essential for those with CRF, I made a full video about it. If you want to know more, it's up here if you want to watch it. And this is all for today. Thank you for watching. God bless.